Hi! All right, this is for all my athletes, all my girls who are struggling with their crazy mom, crazy dad, whether that's your softball mom, your softball dad, or volleyball mom, or soccer dad, or whatever that your sport is, and your mom or dad. But this is all about that. I am promising you that your crazy sport mom or dad is on your side. And I know it doesn't feel like that because trust me, I have been there. I get it. I have my own crazy softball dad. And usually it's one of our parents, either your mom or your dad. And I keep telling him he needs to start his own little crazy softball dad group and how they have made it through all of the years, but that's a total side note. Anyway, so your mom or your dad or your parent is always on you. They're wondering why you struck out or why you made that error, why you failed or why you missed the shot. And you're like, I don't know. I wasn't trying to. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my hardest. And it's so extremely frustrating, right? Because you're like, I'm just doing the best that I can. I'm giving my 100%. It just didn't happen, or I just struck out. I don't know what else to tell you. And they're hard on you when you don't do well. They're hard on you when you feel like you did well. It's very confusing. They're nagging, they're yelling at you, they're not sensitive, and it drives us crazy, right? It drove me crazy. I was like, why are you doing this to me? Kind of thing. So I totally get you. I'm with you. But I'm here we're gonna figure this out, okay? So it drives you crazy. It makes you want to quit sometimes. It causes a lot of tears. There's lots of crying in the car after the games, frustration, anger, resentment, all of the things. And it starts to build up and boil up, and like one day it's going to explode. So we got to take care of it. I promise you guys, I promise. I know you think I sound crazy, but I promise you that what your parents are doing and the way that they're acting it's truly because they love you so much, and it really is out of love. This is what they see, and the way that they act about it or communicate, it isn't perfect. They love you and they want the best for you, but the way that they're communicating that with you or reacting to you after games or after competition, it's just not coming off perfectly. And guess what, guys? No one's perfect, right? Your parents aren't perfect either. So they're going to mess up. They're not going to say things the right way. They're not going to act in the right way, just like we are not always perfect either, even though we like to think so. But we are not always perfect. We don't always say the perfect thing. We don't always do the perfect thing. We are not the perfect athletes, and that's okay. So, but they love you so much. They just want you to succeed, right? And they see that potential in you. They know what you're capable of, and they only want the best for you because you are the best. They 100% believe that you're the best, and that is why they're holding you to such a high standard. And I know it can be frustrating. I know it can be hard and challenging, but I'm here to help you. So we are going to create a plan for you so that you can get your parents off your back, so that you can have some perspective and know that it truly is because they just love you. They just don't know how to say it sometimes, or they don't know how to communicate it in the right ways, and you are going to help them, okay? So here's the plan, guys. Be the bigger daughter. All right, I'm like not the bigger man or the better person, like just be the bigger daughter. Okay, I want you to surprise your parents, your mom or your dad. I want you to surprise them, okay? And this is how you're gonna surprise them. So I want you to give them some grace. That's number one, okay? Give them some grace, because when you think about it, don't you want some grace from them too? So if you're giving them grace and you're giving them some slack, I want you to keep doing that consistently. Keep giving them grace consistently, seeing their perspective, seeing their side of things, and being very understanding. Trust me, I know it's going to be hard. It's okay, you got this. But seeing their side of things, seeing their perspective, and giving them some grace, and don't react. Try not to react to what they're saying or what they're doing, and just have that be like that even keel, right? Be like, oh, okay, you know what? That does make sense. I'll totally try that next time, even if it's crazy. It's okay. It's all right. Let it go. The next thing, number 2, is set boundaries, all right? Setting boundaries just means you are having an adult, responsible conversation, not in the heat of the moment with your mom or dad, and being like, hey, and this is just an example, hey mom, or hey dad, this is for my dad, like, you know, after the game, can we just not talk about softball? I don't care if it's silence, I don't care if it's, 45 minutes on the way home of quiet, but can we just not talk about it? We can talk about something else. Give ourselves some space, 45 minutes, an hour, a couple hours, 24 hours. Maybe you need some real big time and space. And then let's come back to it and talk about it when we are both more level-headed, when the emotions aren't as high, and it's going to be a much more effective way to communicate about what happened at the game, so that you guys can talk about it, daughter to dad, daughter to mom, so that you guys can get better and you can grow and you can learn from what happened that day or the day before. So communicate effectively. Set boundaries and communicate effectively. Number 3, coach them up. All right? Just like you have to be coached, sometimes your parents need to be coached. I told you they're not perfect. We're not perfect. Lead by example, coach them up. The more that you give them grace, the more boundaries that you set, they're going to be like, wow, who is this daughter of mine? Who is this like well-rounded, respectful, amazing daughter of mine? And that's how you are going to surprise them. And the results that you're going to get from doing these things, as hard as they are going to be, I'm telling you, they're going to be hard. The results that you're going to get from this is you're going to have a better relationship with your mom or your dad. And it's going to feel so good. Trust me, it's going to feel so good. And you are going to enjoy your time together. You're going to enjoy that time going out to the ball field or going to the court or going to the tournament. You're just going to embrace the time that you guys have together and really bond through those experiences. And it's just going to be so much more fun. Okay? And that's a win for sure. Another result is you are going to be a better athlete on the field. You're going to be able to perform. You're going to have this clear focus, confidence on the field and in competition, which is going to make you so much happier, and you're going to be so much more satisfied, and you're going to be more excited and more motivated to get out there and do your very best and be the best athlete that you can possibly be. So that is what I have today. If you have questions or if you are struggling with this, reach out to me. I would love to help you and guide you through this process. I know it's not an easy one, but I am looking forward to hearing all of the success that you guys have with this and all of the relationships change with your mom and dad, because they are important to us.